Aloha and welcome. This is Joel Daniel Gazda from the School of Paradise. This broadcast is an offering to you from Aiste Maria Gazda. Aiste is my beloved companion and co-creator, and along with our daughter, has been the greatest inspiration for this. And she, as well as so many dear friends who have attended our meditations over the decades, have been asking for this to be shared with you. And so I'm sharing this offering from the heart of my eternal, true, paradise divine self to the heart of your eternal, true, paradise divine self. And I'm thankful for being able to share paradise with you in every breath that we are open to it. And I'm thankful to share this electromagnetic transmission, this appreciation, inspiration, co-creation, contemplation, meditation, visualization, invocation, proclamation, this activation and this celebration from the perspective of paradise, which is the ultimate possibility of possible paradise, one that we all actually originate from, that we are always returning to, and one that is the source of our truest self, our eternal source of consciousness. Thank you for you, for listening ever more closely to the greatest authentic truth of your heart, and which we trust these words, symbols, and vibrations that have been chosen are in resonance with. This is about communication from this place of communion, the reconciled oneness in your heart, of all the aspects of creation, the duality of all seeming contradictories into the inherent complementaries that they were created to be, revealing the abundance of universal solution to all seeming problems. So, here we are, in this, the great school of paradise, that we are all inevitably, eventually ever more experiencing, to the degree that we allow ourselves to open up to this possibility. Let's breathe this further into creation. What if we came into our bodies upon earth to be the resurrection and recreation of paradise? Faith is loyalty to the inspiring vision and voice on the inside, to things that have been unseen in the outer world. All the creations deemed nature can just appear as nature, although they really have a far greater reality that can only be perceived from the state of paradise consciousness within. It costs us nothing to have faith in God and in paradise, and to be one who wholeheartedly invests in the greatest of realities. Paradise exists nowhere but here and now. Paradise is presence. It's about clarifying and holding before the eye of awareness our consciousness, our unique chosen scene of paradise, whilst we breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out, rhythmically building up the energy until it ecstatically explodes with life-giving God force, creating a full exposure on the film-like responsive substance of the superconsciousness. And then we let it go, and we let life develop the image. Not only believing implicitly in the reality of the divine creator self, but knowing the creator self, which is our imagination, as well as fully trusting in the perfection of its divine timing. After all, we are made in the image and the likeness of our Creator. That is a Creator that creates through the imagination that is the creative faculty of consciousness. With the assistance of our breath, empowering the paradigm of paradise is about generating an emotional state of feelings, a vibrant, high vibrational state which is magnificently magnetic, attracting to us that which reverberates in resonance with us and the way we are being. Our breathing is a reflection of our vibrational, emotional state of consciousness. So with a smile, let's gently, silently, and powerfully breathe the smiling, gentle, silent power of paradise. Breathing in as deep as you can, deeper, deeper, deeper. And exhaling, releasing, letting go. Inhaling deeper, 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 and releasing the exhale. Keeping the breaths continuously flowing and connected, in through the nose and out through the mouth, and supercharging our breath with the potency of maintaining the feeling of a smile on our faces, by holding the feeling of a smile in our hearts, breathing in the smiling spirit of paradise and breathing out the smiling spirit of paradise, and inhaling the smile deeper, 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 and exhaling this smile to all of creation. You are feeling every breath is a God, yes, thank God, I am that I am. Feel your true self as the shape of an electromagnetic field, with your physical body in the middle of it, with your divine spark, sacred heart at the very center, breathing, animating this electromagnetic field ever more vibrantly alive with the endless source of love and all the goodness of life from within your heart source. In creatively thinking about and feeling the paradise that we all are truly made up of and thoroughly surrounded by, especially at times when we have manifested around us seemingly full sensory evidence of the opposite. We can always practice the mastery of being instantaneously and continuously transcendental of such phenomena that feel out of resonance with our true self. Breathing in the smile. Paradise is about creating our reality the way we would most like it to be. Breathing out the smile. Give yourself permission to be the paradise version of yourself that you most prefer to be. Breathing in the smile. You can embody and act from your paradise self at any moment. Your paradise self is always available because it is your truest self that is the literal provider of life force. Breathing out the smile. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. God, yes. God, yes. God, yes. I am that I am. Paradise is not some naively desperate, needy hallucination, nor is it pushing away, resisting, or denying any other dimension of being. It just is. You just are. Breathing in the I am that I am smile. The greatest truth is that no matter how much our world may sometimes seem to be the opposite of paradise, as a temporary result of people thinking and acting the opposite, paradise truly is eternally unstoppable. It is our choice, responsibility, and freedom to be in alignment with it. For us to have the greatest paradise influence, it is up to us to hold it ever more firmly in focus. This is faith in action. Breathing out the I am that I am smile. To feel truly alive is to feel the true aliveness of God, the Creator and His creation. To feel the true aliveness of God as the source of self. The ecstatically existential I amness within ourselves is to feel the full dimensional coalescing convergence and radiance with the heart, the central core that is paradise. The lovingly creative unification of the paradise paradox that is heaven on earth. Breathing in the I am that I am smile. The I am presence is in every photon of your being. It is the essence of every photon of your being. Breathing out the I am that I am smile. Within the eternally expanding paradise that broadcasts from your heart resides all of your ancestors that have ever been and will ever be, knowing the true heart of you, encouraging you and cheering you on, and directly to the source ancestor of all of your ancestors. All of creation is created to be in alliance with all aspects of itself. This cooperation and camaraderie is paradise, and each of us has an exquisitely unique purpose to play in this. Breathing in the I am that I am smile. The only true way of having a profound experience of paradise is to live from paradise in the first person present tense. Otherwise it is only a concept outside of us in space and time, barely even a distant relationship to the reality of it, let alone the realization of the most exhilaratingly ecstatic union and communion. Paradise is not something we can ever even potentially get to in another space and time. It supersedes and transcends linearity and limitations in general, because we are already, actually, naturally marinating in paradise like a whale in the ocean. As the quote goes, the water in which the mystic swims is the same water a madman drowns in. Breathing out the smiling presence of paradise. Paradise is realizing that you and all of existence within you and around you is evermore the greatest miracle. Breathing out the smiling presence of paradise. From paradise, we focus on every aspect and everything that we like, love, and appreciate. Every person, place, and thing that you find before yourself has the potential of showing you things that inspire you. Through you choosing to orient yourself to that which you choose rather than which you do not. You have decided to look for all that is already good. And you know that that spreads into more and more and more delicious possibilities. You bring out the best of yourself, and everyone you interact with. You love collaborating on an ever more firm footing with the best of everyone around you. You are the catalyst for the profusion and perpetuation of ever more paradise for everyone around you. In choosing to focus on feeling good through thinking about the potentially infinite good feeling aspects of both yourself and everyone around you, you know that you are weaving a pattern where inevitably everyone is ever more benefiting from regarding you in this way too. Breathing out the smiling presence of paradise. You can choose to expand the conversation that you are having about paradise with the spirit of paradise that you are. Are you feeling how much love there is here for you now? You feel secure that you are surrounded by the greatest coalition, alliance of all allies, angels and beings that are created and exist to joyfully collaborate with and contribute to the one God Self in all beings, the one God Self of your being. Paradise is a way of life. Paradise is a lifestyle choice that begins with our vibrational state of consciousness and our attitude. There are no limits to how greatly you can experience paradise. You came here to surf the leading edge waves of paradise creation. Breathing in the smiling presence of paradise. Feel how relieved you are in enjoying having figured out that to release struggle is to transcend struggle, and that in fully allowing the Creator's creation to figure itself out and figure everything out with the greatest divine perfection is by far the most wonderfully empowering alignment possibility. The path that allows the greatest flow of the universal solution. Breathing out the smiling presence of paradise. In realizing and remembering, you have arrived in paradise. Your whole heart, mind and body have activated the paradise that always, already, truly is at the deepest of deepest levels. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering vision of paradise. This is the time of the greatest awakening. In embodying through us, Almighty God has collectively unveiled, revealed, created, and perpetuated the leading edge of paradise. It is up to us to see from the paradise paradigm with divine eyes. Through firmly being and doing this, any lesser possibilities dissolve into fertile compost for fresh growth. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering vision of paradise. Act on your greatest inspiration every moment that you can, to the best of your ability, taking it as far as you can take it. Feeling the fulfillment of having given it your everything. Having made every ounce of yourself the offering of paradise. With the freedom of zero attachment or expectations. All whilst firmly holding the frequencies of ecstatically thankful faith in living from paradise. To have once been blind, but now you see, living as the paradox of the great mystery. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering vision of paradise. This is not a piece of content. This is the piece of contentment. By coming from paradise, we make it real. If we are not coming from paradise, we'll never get to it. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering vision of paradise. Every atom and molecule of your organic biology has its origin in a divine design of paradise proportions, as does every single one of the infinite molecules of the infinite life forms of this living paradise of Father Sky, eternally expressing through the realms of Mother Earth. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. Every molecule of the air, the winds, and the one breath that we are all sharing. Every molecule of the fire, the light and warmth of the sun, the life force of every living being and of creation itself and the fires we tend to. Every drop of living, holy, healing, hydrating water flowing from the springs and rivers. Every handful of rich, fertile soil teeming with life. Every plant, tree, root, leaf, flower and fruit. Every mushroom, every animal and creature swimming and frolicking through the ocean depths and waves. All the creatures galloping across the terrains and landscapes of the earth, from the micro to the macro, the mountains, the valleys and plains, to the birds singing and soaring through the skies. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. Every atom, molecule and cellular organism is created to both evermore grow, evolve and expand, as well as resonate with its original state through the biological and elemental processes of alchemical regenerative cleansing. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. Everywhere you look with the truly awakened awareness of abundant appreciation is paradise. The only limits in our lives are the illusory and temporary limits in our own thinking of thoughts that are in opposition and resistance to the intrinsic, essential, true nature of the infinite source, divine mind. These include the limits we may have once placed on the creative faculty of our minds. That is our wonderful, divine, human imagination. The creative imagination that creates the emotional, vibrational feelings of all experiences that feel satisfying and fulfilling to us. That not only leads us to paint pictures, write and sing songs, create gardens, families, and enterprises, but is the creator of the most satisfying, fulfilling, and exquisitely exhilarating infinite possibilities for our individual and collective lives and realities. The solution to all suffering lays ready and waiting in our imagination. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. With full awareness, be still in this moment. From here, you are able to have a look at yourself and your life and realize that you are God's greatest leading edge experience of creation. You are given lovingly appreciative form to give lovingly appreciative form. breathing in the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. Humanity's main delusional, flawed premise is that there are causes other than our own vibrational state of consciousness. All that transpires in our individual lives, all that comes from us, all that is done by us, happens as a result of our vibrational state of consciousness and the frequencies, patterns, and waveforms that the electromagnetic field, our consciousness, is generating, projecting, and manifesting as our experience. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. As you immerse yourself in this meditation, appreciation, and celebration, your consciousness is ever more revealing the most beautiful paradise in its full dimensional realization and activation. One that you already and always have deep inside you. It is for sure that whatever you appreciate and invoke on the holodeck simulation of your consciousness will be replicated with materialization. By focusing on all that is paradise firmly in your consciousness, you firmly focus it into fullest crystallization in the physical realm of manifestation. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. Now, having found yourself a quiet place to sit as an altered paradise and allowing every molecule of your body to let go into the totally relaxed feelings of relief. And just tune into, listen to, and hear the greatest truths of all paradise. You hear and feel nothing but the most beautiful truth. Now allow your mind to calmly and quietly settle. Allow every atom, cell, gland, and organ to just relax. You just see, hear, and feel the greatest of beautiful truths, and nothing less. The greatest blessings of paradise and its source within you. You realize that you are infinitely more than just your body, infinitely more than just your persona and the stories it has told and believed about itself. Yes, you live in your body, you wear the mask of your persona, its name and its stories. These are simply some of the many possible options and tools that you have, that you utilize and that belong to you for as long as they are of service and benefit to the whole of creation that you are an embodiment of. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. I'm going to count down from 11 to 1. With each number, you are being drawn deeper and deeper into the state where you are both ever more relaxed and ever more awake. A wonderfully relaxing awareness of awakening. You become both more relaxed and more awake. A waking dream in which you are even more recharged, rejuvenated, and regenerated than during sleep. You are so totally wide awake in your complete relaxedness, and you are refreshingly at total ease with the complementary paradox of it all. You listen and hear the greatest truth, the voice and the spirit of paradise. You become more and more relieved and relaxed. Your body is feeling lighter and brighter. You are evermore the embodiment of relaxed awakening. and we'll be counting down from 11 to 10 to 9 to 8 to 7. You are feeling very, very relaxed. Your heart, mind and body are feeling lighter, and you are just knowing, hearing and feeling the greatest, most empowering truth. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering feelings of paradise. There is the most phenomenal feeling flowing through every molecule of your being, down to 6, to 5, to 4, and your heart, mind and body are becoming brighter and lighter, brighter and lighter. You are more and more present and relaxed, completely and totally present and relaxed. You simply hear the truth of paradise from the divine spark at the deepest place within you. You just see, hear and feel nothing but divine presence. Down to 3, to 2, to 1. And now you are absolutely relaxed presence. Totally relaxed presence. Utterly relaxed presence. Relieved of all resistance and discord. And your heart, mind and body are feeling brighter and lighter. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering presence of paradise. With each breath, you are being drawn deeper and deeper, magnetically attracted into your heart source, the divine spark of divine sparks within you. You are aware of the trillions of divine sparks within the trillions of interdependent cells within your body, all being benevolently and compassionately inspired, led, and commanded by the sovereign essence of you, the eternal you, who coalesced all these energies of creation together, the eternal you that is immortal, with its invincible ease of health and wellness, that can never die, can never be in sickness, disease or illness, the eternal oneness within you that dissolves all illusions of separation and loneliness, the eternal abundance of you that can never be anything less than the greatest godly Godzillionaire of all time. The expression of generosity that inspires, initiates and empowers the reality of godly Godzillionaire culture. The pricelessly valuable gift and exquisite simplicity of being at the leading edge of self-realization and self-activation. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering presence of paradise. You are celebrating that you have found the forever fountain of your essence, the precious heavenly jewel of the inextinguishable divine spark of light. You see, feel and remember that the more you appreciate and focus on this divine spark, the more steadily you can see it, with more certainty and confidence, generating within you the phenomenal feeling of overflowing faith. The more appreciatively you breathe into and allow your true essence to breathe into you, the brighter you glow, the brighter you grow. Glowing and growing expansively brighter, expansively brighter. You realize that this divine spark, your divine spark, is the sum total of all the consciousness that is, was, and will ever be. You are feeling the ecstasy of this eternal, life-giving explosion of expansiveness. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering presence of paradise. The eternal source creator, the whole holiness of God himself. This divine spark is the portal of the immortal presence. This divine spark is both God and the Son of God, the child of God, a fractal of the Creator. You are. Say to yourself and feel, wham, bam, I am that I am. This divine spark is Christ consciousness. It is the source of all the Buddhas and all divine avatars and embodiments. It is the divine spark that animates all of life in this paradise, heaven on earth. Every living being's intention is to be the greatest, ever expanding and evolving, dynamic, divine perfection it was created to be. The more you breathe into and the more you allow your true essence to breathe into you, the more you embody the playful expansion of your essence, an essence that feels ever more invincible and immune to all illusions and fears. Breathing in the most joyfully empowering presence of paradise. As we allow ourselves into consistent resonance with the vibration and frequency of our true essence, the more established it becomes as the steady center of our experience. As we bask in the wonder and awe of witnessing this most majestic internal sunrise, this enthusiastically expanding light in our heart glows and projects out in all directions and dimensions of our being, up and down, front and back, to the left and right. It beams, springing straight up out of our hearts, brightening up and lightening up each and every molecule of our being, facilitating the flow of every drop of divine life force. Firstly, our physical heart and thymus gland are activated. Every drop of the living blood coursing through our hearts in a gigantic ring-shaped torsion field, pulsating outwards and returning inwards in a continuously regenerating magnetic loop, mirroring the electromagnetic field of every atom, as well as the microcosm of creation. Your blood is now not only refreshed with oxygen and life force, but it is refreshed with the divine spark of paradise that you are. Your blood is now carrying out revitalization, invigoratingly through every extremity of your body. You are feeling lighter and brighter, lighter and brighter. This divine life force is sparkling through your electric body, radiating out through your central nervous system, through every vertebrae of the lighthouse that is your spinal column, blasting your whole body with the most beautiful, shimmering, luminescent white light, glimmering with golden, silver, and iridescent, pearlescent, holographic highlight hues. As it shines through the living waters of your body, casting an aurora of rainbows around you. This is the smiling, joyful light of God, the Creator, declaring, wham bam, I am that I am. Breathing out the most joyfully empowering presence of paradise. The more you celebrate the greatest of possibilities, the more they are growing brighter than the sun, the moon, and all the stars in the sky. Every atom, molecule, and strand of DNA is vibrating with the greatest of possibilities, as it is being bathed in this eternal sunshine you are. Bursting out from your heart source in all directions, cleansing the living waters of your lymphatic system that continuously circulate, bathing every cell of your body, up and out, through all of your glands, thymus, thyroid, pituitary and pineal, your organs, lungs, throat, your brain, as well as all of its sensory channels, shining out through your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, lips, gums and tongue, and through every pore of your skin, all of which are now calibrated to sensing, giving and receiving the continuum of paradise, its sublime sights, sounds, fragrances, flavors, and its feelings. This smile shining from your heart out through your face, your cheeks, forehead, and from every ounce of your being. This indescribably beautiful energy is the most nourishing, nurturing, loving, and healing energy. This light is pure, unadulterated, creative God force. Breathing in the most ecstatically empowering emanations of paradise. Gushing like a geyser from your heart, up through your spine, your neck, resonating in your skull and out of your crown towards the vast expanse of the heart of the heavens, up, 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 until it cycles back, returning as a huge vortex funneling blissful blessings back in through the top of your body and into your heart, and beaming out from your heart, down through your spine, your diaphragm, your glands, your pancreas, your spleen, your adrenals, your procreative centers, and your organs, your stomach, your liver, your digestive system, your kidneys, through your hips, out of your root center, down through your legs, your knees, your ankles, your heels, toes, and the soles of your feet. Deep, deep, deep into the heart of the earth, until it cycles back, returning up as a huge vortex, spiraling blissful blessings back in through the soles of your feet to your heart, and beaming out from your heart through your left side, through your left shoulder, arm, elbow, wrist, and out of your left palm and fingertips towards the direction of the east, of the breaking dawn and the rising sun, until it cycles back, returning as a huge vortex, funneling blissful blessings multiplied back in through the left side of your body and into your heart, and beaming from your heart out the front of your chest and abdomen towards the horizon of the south, where the sun reaches its zenith, until this radiance returns as a huge vortex, funneling the most blissful blessings back into and through the front of your body into your heart, and beaming out from your heart through your right side, through your right shoulder, arm, elbow, wrist, and out of your right palm and fingertips towards the horizon of the west, of the setting sun and the twilight of dusk, until this radiance returns, cycling back as a huge vortex, funneling blissful blessings back into your spine and into your heart. Your shoulder blades towards the horizon of the north, until it finally cycles back as a huge vortex, funneling blissful blessings back in through the back of your body and into your heart. You are feeling all of creation celebrating itself in a continuously, perpetually reciprocal cycle of giving and receiving in dynamic equilibrium through you. Breathing out the most ecstatically empowering emanations of paradise from within you. Acknowledging ourselves at the center of the 7 directions of paradise opens the portal of paradise presence, so that we are evermore in accordance and concurrence with this dimension, including all the greatest consciousness, energies, qualities, and attributes of paradise. This is what it means to be thriving within the greatest family of paradise and all of its realms, completely interconnected in unification with all aspects of ourselves, living the expressions of our impressions, the frequencies and waveforms of the infinitely intelligent divine source through the elements of air, fire, water, and earth, completely interconnected as the unification of the heavens and earth, the sun, the moon, and stars, completely interconnected in unification with all the reflections of the mineral, botanical, animal, and human kingdoms. Breathing in the most exquisite deliciousness of paradise. As this ecstatically smiling, joyful, conscious, divine energy moves out from its source of sources in your heart, spreading up and down the lightning rod that is your spinal column, your electrical body, every vertebrae of your spine, every bone of your skeleton is a divine crystalline battery that is infused with the eternal free energy of the most blissfully conscious divine spark. As this energy that you are multiplies and magnifies through you, you are seeing it glowing, hearing it singing and crackling, and feeling it flowing through you with its exuberance, growing with a smile across the face of every cell as it is erupting with the joyful laughter that is the complete redemption and resurrection of childhood innocence. You are feeling all the feelings of paradise, presence, and consciousness. The almighty spirit of paradise activating your every atom and strand of DNA. You are seeing through and feeling through your lit up light body. You are hearing it, singing in harmony with all of paradise, and you are feeling it soaring at one with the glory of the whole of paradise. Every breath you surrender to your truest self, the spirit of paradise radiating from your divine heart spark. In every breath, God is breathing reality into existence through his embodiment, through his beloved child, through you. The eternal existence of life is breathing the joyfully thriving abundance of reality into creation from the center of your being. The omnipresent center of your universe is being birthed through the gift of every breath. breathing out the most exquisite deliciousness of paradise. Feel the associations and therefore the relationship that you have with the reality of God, the embodiment of God, the child of God, and feel your awareness, appreciation, and love of the Spirit that is in your heart source. And now, as you are breathing this, and this is breathing you, as you concentrate here, this consciousness and these feelings, vibrations, and qualities expand within you, filling your every neutron, electron, atom, molecule, every tissue and every drop of living liquid in your body, expanding to the edge of your skin and hair, building up along the edges of your physical boundaries, and bursting forth into the electromagnetic field that surrounds you, embracing you, expanding further out from you. Feel it filling your whole local, immediate space and surroundings. All the beautiful life of your neighborhood, your region, your nation, to the furthest reaches and horizons of all that you can detect, to the expanses of your perception of paradise. Breathing in the most vibrant deliciousness of paradise. Wow! You feel supremely free of all resistance to thriving with the presence of paradise. You feel so very relaxed whilst being wide awake with the awareness of crystal clarity. You are perceiving the living, loving, liquid light of Paradise God Force. You are living the realization that nothing is more alive, real, and true than the inspiration and visionary imagination of your God self within. You hear only that which resonates with the greatest truth of all paradise, the greatest news of all time. In remembering the consciousness and presence of who you eternally are and are made in the image and likeness of, you fervently feel all of the life-affirming feelings flowing from the oasis source of paradise in your heart. You feel totally recharged and relaxed, listening to all that resonates with your intuition and inner guidance. As this glorious, pearlescent luminescence is magnified into manifestation through you, you feel lighter and brighter, completely ever more relaxed in your awakening, and completely ever more awakening in your relaxedness. Your consciousness, heart, and mind are ever more crystal clear. You feel the lightness of having let go of any and all heaviness. Every thought of your mind and every cell of your body feels liberated from any and all illusory limitations. Your awareness is the expansiveness of life. Your consciousness resonates with its source, divine consciousness, its blueprint of the divine mind, of the greatest genius of all time, the source of infinite intelligence, wisdom, and unconditional thankfulness, joy, and love. You are living in the creative world, the perpetually manifesting creative mind and consciousness, which, by definition, is the world of your imagination. Imagination is the source and power of all creation. This eternal, beautiful, creative light of love has completely cleared, cleansed, and calmed your entire being, so that it is now in perfect harmony with the law of paradise living. All that you can hear is the joyful truth and song of paradise, bubbling forth from your chest like the most exquisite dawn chorus of amazing grace. Breathing in the most vibrant delightfulness of paradise, you feel and recognize the beautiful patterns of infinite connectivity in your life. And these cascading feelings of paradise are activating all the consciousness that has laid dormant within you. You feel unconditional appreciation, joy, and love for your whole self, your true self, for all of creation and its creator, for your friends, loved ones, relatives, and even relative strangers. This feeling of divine, loving friendship between the divine parent and the divine child, both of which are within you, is not overwhelming, it is transcendental, lightening you up. It is amplifying the greatest truth, clarity, vitality, purity, and prosperity of your consciousness. And you feel profoundly thriving well-being and the health of paradise. Every ounce of your being is feeling the strength of God that gave it life. Every ounce of your body is feeling the vibrant vitality of life, its original self. You feel resoundingly in tune with all of creation, of which you are an irreplaceably unique expression of. The most beautiful awareness is blossoming in your consciousness. You are feeling the most profoundly peaceful paradise. And it is all that you can see, hear, and feel. Your imagination is evermore fusing with and bringing to fruition the inspiration that is flowing from your heart source. Its brilliant, shimmering energy is transforming into the most beautiful images in your mind. You are literally creating reality through your consciousness. Put yourself in the driver's seat of the first-person perspective, allowing yourself to align with the full force feelings of this inspired creative experience. These creative images and scenes are the prelude, preview, and preface to the most spectacular life that you are to have full faith in. Not just believing, but knowing. Have inevitably already evermore been brought into full-blown, flourishing fruition. Feel it into feeling from its transformative omnipresence. Breathing out the most vibrant delightfulness of paradise. We are invited to upgrade ourselves from the inside out. In upgrading ourselves, we upgrade our relationships with all. Imagine the fellowship of paradise. Imagine the most fulfilling and fun friendships. Loving, lasting, lifelong, real, sincere, steadfast. You feel incredibly inspired to embody the most wonderful, friendship. To truly embody and exemplify what it is to be the most joyfully genuine and generous friend. This is actually our inherent nature. Enthusiastically think of all the abundantly beautiful qualities of your loved ones, with all of your heart, to such a degree that the ecstatic love that you truly are bursts forth, bubbling up from within you, a love that transcends all time, space, intellect, limitation. The same unconditionally loving, creative ecstasy that your God self in your heart has for the whole of you. You are allowing these feelings to overflow from your being and consciousness. As you are experiencing these wonders in your imagination now, as you listen to that which resonates with the greatest truth within. Breathing in the most vibrant delightfulness of paradise. Consider for a moment the abundance of paradise we are surrounded by. It is a manifestation of you, and you are a manifestation of it. This is divine companionship. You are a reflection of it, and it is a reflection of you. We choose to open ourselves up and receive the paradise that we truly are, beyond all ideas of worthiness, the paradise of joy, thriving, and abundance in all dimensions of our life is the birthright of all the children of God. You are revealing, crafting, and honing your individual and collective vision of paradise. You are setting free all the benevolent, generous, philanthropic inspirations that flow through your awareness. Breathing out the most vibrant delightfulness of paradise, you see and feel yourself living your paradise lifestyle amongst family, friends, and fellowship, living their unique paradise lifestyles, choosing to see the truth that all the people of the earth have been created to live in a paradise of peace, in harmony with all the kingdoms of God. You know that this is how the Creator created us all to create in His image and likeness, through our imaginations, which is the God Force, a silent power that paradoxically operates through the flow of inspired action, rather than just through crude brute force. You see yourself gathering greater and greater momentum, just as a river does, flowing from its spring source downstream towards the ocean. You see and feel yourself flowing through the path of least resistance and greatest allowing. You see yourself overflowing with more life-giving life force. You feel your faith growing, your confidence growing. You feel yourself serendipitously rendezvousing and coincidentally coinciding with those in most resonance with you and the way you're authentically focusing yourself. The anticipation is palpable. Breathing in the most vibrant anticipation of ever more paradise. You feel totally relaxed in trusting the emanation of the divine being you are. You see, hear, sense, and feel nothing but this ecstatically essential essence. You sense and trust in all that is greater than the world of form, knowing that the true source of new life, that is the cause of all form and the transcendence of all form, that transforms all forms, transcendental essence. Anyone who thinks they completely understand the quantum phenomena of paradise doesn't really know about the quantum phenomena of paradise, for it is a great, magical, marvelous, miraculous mystery. You feel the realization that the omnipresent abundance of paradise that can be appreciated everywhere by anyone, anywhere, even if and when it only seems to be on the inside of ourselves, is inviting and making itself available to us. This is as real as reality gets. This is not a delusion or a mere fantasy. This is the potential experience of reality that is yours through the uplifting and enlightening use of your imagination. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. And paradise is about working with and creating with the miracle of your imagination to transform anything that seems to be less than paradise, that is a reflection of a thought and feeling of consciousness that mirrors that within us. Inspiration only flows because of its inherent inevitability. Breathing in the ecstatic anticipation of evermore paradise. All manifesting and manifestations came with the prerequisite of them once being inspirations and imagination. In the inspiration and imagination being yours, it is simply an advanced invitation to allow and align with the latest, greatest possibilities of ourselves. That its realization and manifestation is inherently equally yours. Forevermore, anything you can experience with all of your innocent inner senses and feelings is always ready to be continuously manifesting through your life. It is a prime directive of creation itself. This is the eternal transmutation of energy. It courageously flows from the core of you, firstly in its most subtle form, as an idea, an inspiration, attracting more and more coherent energy through your focus, through your anticipation, through your breath, through the dynamic life force plasma of fire and water, heart and feelings, being evermore tangibly emoted and felt, until this energy implodes into its experiential formations and crystallizations. You are evermore living the way you are most inspired to live. in an environment, landscape, and location which most uplifts you, surrounded by the most divinely fulfilling and fun relationships, as well as the greatest glory of thriving nature. From flowers blooming to birds singing, you are doing what most inspires you. In every aspect of your life, there is the joyfully thriving abundance of paradise. You see, hear, sense, and feel yourself creating greater and greater in all aspects of your reality, cooperatively co-creating with a community of the most inspiring and empowering individuals. And there is this palpable experience of ever more fulfilling expansion. Your exponential awareness and awakening of the unique expression of the spiritual being you are exudes enthusiasm in all that you interact with and apply yourself to. All of your creating benefits all of life, the whole, through your perception and perspective of winfinity. All of your communications and collaborations with everyone are ever more fruitful. You feel outrageously inspired to evermore add to the prosperity of paradise in everyone's lives. You feel better in having every one of the individuals in your life, and you feel so fulfilled in knowing that they feel better in having you in theirs. You are feeling the most potent inspiration to embrace and commit to living your paradise life in an unconditionally unstoppable fashion. You are feeling the most potent inspiration to focus on thoughts and feelings that perpetuate paradise. To immerse yourself in the greatest of possibilities. To immerse yourself in life-enhancing practices that are perpetuating your experience of paradise, including the curation of everything from the words and symbols you use to the stories you tell yourself and listen to. You are feeling the fruition of the most potent inspiration to be consistently investing your attention, resourcefulness, time, energy, and money in the frequencies of paradise. You feel the most potent inspiration to consistently listen to these frequencies and codes of paradise every day for 88 days. Every day for 88 days of carefully listening to this and listening to your true self and how it inspires you to feel. Having found yourself a peacefully conducive place to relax and let go of all hindrances, immediately allowing your heart, mind, and body to rise and shine brighter and lighter. The breath of the presence and spirit of paradise to flow from and move through you, and through your decision, discipline, and devotion, you can instantaneously surrender into the leading edge experience of your greatest paradise in but the blink of an eye. As you train in this supreme martial art, you find yourself, your aliveness, your vitality, your strength and agility growing as steadily as your tranquility and inner peace. Before you know it, you'll be able to drop heaviness and embrace the lightness of paradise that you are, anywhere, at any time. No one else can do this for you. You are continuously crafting, assembling, and activating altars of paradise to alter any resistance into greater alignment with that which is. This exponential momentum of appreciation for living in harmony with paradise that you are cultivating and tending to is revealing ever more abundant aspects of paradise. You know that you can activate it with how you think and how you breathe. You can activate it with how you move and the action you take. You can activate how you feel with every drop of water that you delight in. You can activate it with your appreciation of its manifestation, of your physical body and all the embodiments of the living world. The more you appreciate it and celebrate it from its epicenter within you, the more easily it manifests as the physical world. You know that in living like this, you are in harmony with all of creation, that it is your delight to generously give and graciously receive. You have full trust in God's greatest inspiration for all of His beings to be in co-creation. I must start counting from 11 to 1. With each number, you're going to appreciate the diversity of creation being in unification with its sole source. You are feeling a deeper and deeper, greater and greater connection to the source of all the aspects of paradise that are reflected